Good day, ladies and gentlemen. In this particular video, I'm going to be teaching you a technical trading strategy which you can use to make money in the forex market. Okay, so you need to pay absolute attention. All right, so what you need for this particular strategy are two things: understanding of two things. Okay, the very first one has to do with liquidity. You need to understand what liquidity is all about. And if you happen to be a trader that uses zones, point of interest, what we call POIs, to trade, you would notice that sometimes your point of interest is going to work out, some other times it's not going to work. Now, the system I want to teach you is such that you don't need to be waiting for markets to come back to a particular zone. You would notice that when you are marking out the zone, price actually moved away from that zone. That's just it. Price moved away from the zone. Let's say probably it's an order block. You have an order block right here. Then let's say this is a bearish order block. You will notice that price moved away from that order block, right? Price moved away from that order block. Then you get two horizontal lines and you're trying to mark out the order block like this with anticipation that price is going to come back to that zone and then give you a sell trade, right? But while price was moving down, that is a sure movement that you could have used to make money. Instead, you come and wait at this zone, and the zone is probabilistic. Price could respect it, price could disrespect it, but there was a sure downwards movement. So what I'm trying to teach you is how to, take advantage of this sure movement that is moving down. We all know how to mark zones. You mark the zone and you are waiting, but price moved away from that zone. Why can't we join that train? We are supposed to be able to join the train of price moving away from a particular zone instead of waiting at that zone for price to return, which price could disrespect it or respect it, as the case may be. So there are two things you need in order to apply this system. Like I said, the first one is liquidity. You need to understand liquidity, and it's very, very easy. Just know that liquidity is resting above highs and below lows. Alright, so liquidity rests above highs and below lows. You already have an idea of that. Now the next thing is you need to wait for a candle to close beyond another candle. Okay, so if this is the first candle, this is the second candle that closed beyond the first candle. You can see that the close was beyond it. This is assuming we are dealing with what? A bullish scenario. Okay, is a bullish candle. This other bullish candle did what? Closed beyond it like this, right? Excuse me. In the same vein, when you're dealing with a bearish scenario, you have this and then you have this other candle. So this second one closed beyond this first one. So more technically, I would say this second candle closed below the low of the first candle. So it has to close below the low of the first candle, whereas if it's a bullish scenario, it has to close above the high of the first candle. So you need to see a liquidity sweep. Okay, liquidity has to be taken out, then price will move in the opposite direction for you to enter. Your entry candlestick pattern is a candle that closes beyond the previous candle. Once you see that, you are entering a sell or a buy, depending on if it's a bearish setup or a bullish setup. So I will be giving you a few examples. You can also do your own tweaking, research, and backtesting to fine-tune it. Mine is to give you the basic idea. Now look at this. I didn't mark out anything on the chart. I'll be picking it randomly. So this is an eye right here. Okay, I've used this line to depict the eye. This is the eye I'm talking about. You can see that price pushed up and took the liquidity above this eye. Now for me to get an entry confirmation, first criteria has been met. I need to see a candle closed beyond another candle, and I think this bearish candle closed beyond this bullish one, right? You can see it closed below the low of this one. So this is my entry signal. Once this one is closing, this bearish candle is closing, I'm taking a sell trade. Place your SL at the high, and you can target 1-to-1. Okay, I need 2 horizontal lines. So that's the close of the candle where I'll be taking my sell trade. My SL can be somewhere here, and my TP I can go for 1-to-1 somewhere around here. Let's say this 1-to-1, right? Even though it's a bit more than 1-to-1. So you can see how price started pushing in the downwards direction. It did not go towards my SL, started pushing down towards my TP, and at this point it smashed the TP. Okay, this is for a 1-to-1. All right, very simple. Just all you need to do, look out for where liquidity was swept. Price moves in the opposite direction. You need a close beyond another candle in the opposite direction. So that's where you now take your trade once that candle closes. Okay, so right here, same thing is also playing out. There is this low right here. You just have to, you need experience to be able to spot it. Okay, look at this low right here. The liquidity gets taken out at this point. So the liquidity was taken out right here, and then you need a candle to close beyond another candle, and we have that right here. This candle closed beyond this one, so as it's closing, you're taking your buy trade, SL at the low, and you can go for 1-to-1. You can see the way price pushed up. Let me see, let me zoom out a bit. I want to see if liquidity was swept. Yes, so liquidity above this high was also swept. Can you see that liquidity was swept right here? So let me delete this and place something like this. I want to mark it out so it can be clear for those of you that are watching. So this is an high right here, and the liquidity got swept right here. Now for me to enter a trade, I need to see a candle close beyond another candle in the downwards direction so I can take my sell. So let me zoom in and check very well if a candle close beyond another candle after liquidity sweep. Okay, so I've not seen any candle closing beyond another candle. I'm still checking, good. Look at this bearish candle right here. You can see it closed beyond the low of this other bearish candle. So I need an horizontal line to depict my entry. I'm going to enter the close of that candle. This is where the candle closed. I would enter at the close of that candle right there. My SL should be at the high. I can just place it somewhere here if it's too big, and I'll simply target 1-to-1. Probably somewhere around here should give me 1-to-1. Okay, so I've taken the sell trade. Let's see how it plays out. You can see the way price pushed aggressively in the downwards direction from there. I think it went up a bit, but did not hit your SL. 1-to-1, perfectly achieved, and it even pushed lower and lower and lower. Okay, so this is a very powerful system. If you would like to join my mentorship, I'll leave a link in the comment section where you can actually reach me. In my mentorship, I teach 3 solid premium strategies that I use personally. Okay, so out of those 3, definitely one is going to resonate with you, which you can then turn to your own personal strategy and start using it to trade. Okay, right here I can say there's a low. Let me see. I can take all of these as a low right here, which was swept by this. Okay, I can take this as a low, and it was swept by this candle, and now price pushed upwards. This closed above this, so I'm going to have some upwards move from here. Let me place an horizontal line here. Okay, so I'm expecting some upwards push from this region, and this SL is going to be big. I don't think I will take this trade. The SL looks kind of big, or is it because I zoomed? So let me delete these other ones so it doesn't cause confusion. Okay, so I'm looking for a 1-to-1. I'm just visually picking the 1-to-1. I think it's almost equal now. Okay, so the idea is I'm seeing this as a low which was swept, and then price move in the opposite direction. I wait for a candle to close beyond another candle, take my trade from there, targeting 1 to 1. SL should be at the low right here. So let's see how this one plays out. Okay, so price started pushing in our direction right here. You can see right now we are going to be in a little bit of profits. Okay, so let's see what plays out. Price is still playing around, pushed higher from here. Based on your risk, your trade management, at some point you can just take 50% off, move SL to break even, and allow your trade to run. It all depends. So from here, price came lower into the zone. Okay, price came lower into the zone, but has not hit our SL, and right now pushed a little bit higher. Okay, up to the point that it's the TP. So basically this system is very solid. You just need to back test it, fine tune it where necessary. That's if you're an experienced trader, and just let me know how it goes in the comments section. Okay, so basically that's all I have for you right now. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.